Hello, today I'm going to be making a Nintendo DS of many colors. I own over 20 DS's and I kinda got bored of the normal colors and I wanted something more interesting. So I had an absolute Jimmy Neutron brain blast and I created this. It's basically just a normal DS but made with multiple different shells. And I'm going to do that to this DS because this DS is a damaged shell. It's actually a pretty cool mod, and I really like the way this one turned out. So, I have high hopes for this one. The first thing I'm going to do is remove this top part right here. In order to do that, I need to pry up these rubber pads so I can access the screws underneath. Once I'm done with that, I can remove these 4 screws holding this top bit in place. Now that that's removed, I can turn this over and take off this top part. Oh no, it's cracking, but we're not going to use this anyway, so let's put that there. I can put on a new top that's a different color. I've also replaced a pin in this hinge right here because it was missing, and yeah, I needed to replace it. But let's put this thing on. You just put it like that and then clip it in. There we go. So that's our first part done. Let's go an extra level. Let's take the Nintendo badge off of this and replace it with this blue one right here. So the first thing I'm going to do is going to use my tweezers to get under it. I'm going to get the tweezers under it and then peel it up like that. There we go. I'm just going to leave it here for now because I'm not ready to put it in. But let's do the same to this one. It's quite difficult, and I just scratched that a little bit. Wah. But there we go. The badge has been removed. Now it's time to put this one in. There we go. That looks super weird, but I kind of like it. Now that we've got the top part of the DS sorted out, we can focus on the bottom, which we're going to replace. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to remove this battery right here. And I got my guitar pick, which is quite nice for prying stuff. And now it's time to remove these 7 screws right here. Alright, now that we've got the screws removed, we can just go ahead and remove this. And I'm not going to be reusing this because it's broken. So I'm going to remove the motherboard and then replace this bit right here, as well as some other stuff, such as I think maybe the triggers might be replaced. But now it's time to remove the motherboard. So I'm gonna first remove these ribbon cables and the Wi-Fi antenna. Alright, the motherboard has been removed, and now that I think of it, in order to replace this shell right here, I'm going to have to disassemble this again and remove the hinges, but that won't be very hard because I didn't put the screws back in yet. So just some clips that need to do the thing and that I need to basically unclip. But in order to access one side of the hinge, I'm going to need to remove this little screw right here, which releases this bit. But yeah, I'm gonna use this because there isn't that much blue on the DS. So I'm just gonna set it here, and I'll put it back on when I'm done replacing this part of the shell. Alright, so this top thing has been removed, and we can now access the actual hinge pins. So I'm just gonna push that right out with a screwdriver, or maybe this would probably be better. Ooh, that's difficult. There we go. And it just fell on the floor. Just put that right back up there, and then we'll do this one. Alright, I was able to push out the pin just enough so that it would come out, and now we can get these ribbon cables out of here, as well as the Wi-Fi antenna. And I'm just going to set this here, and I'm going to go get a new bottom part. Alright, I've gotten the bottom part. Now I'm going to place that like that on top, and I'm going to push these hinge pins into the thing like that. Oh, this one doesn't really want to go in. Oh, there we go. Lovely. Now that this thing is put back together, I can feed these ribbon cables and the Wi-Fi antenna back through, and I'll be able to put the top back on. Like that. There we go. Now let's have a look. That looks quite nice. Now we can put this part back in. Like that. And then get the screwdriver. And we screw that in. There we go. And now we can finally start to put everything back together. But first, I'm going to replace all the buttons with white ones for some nice contrast. So take out these button membranes, and then we can put the buttons in. There we go. The buttons are in. Now I'm just gonna quickly put the triggers in like that. Oh, this ribbon cable's in the way, but I'm gonna put that in, and then I'll put this one in. There we go. Now I'm going to put the screen back into the DS. Peel back that foam to put the ribbon cable in like that. Now it's time for the motherboard. The motherboard is in, but let's just have a look at the inside of the DS. Ooh, that looks quite nice. I really like the white and the black. Very nice contrast. But yeah, now it's time to add a back shell like that. I've reassembled the DS. I decided to give it an entirely white back because it really goes nicely with the black front. But I put the battery in, and now it's time for the moment of truth. Ooh, we got the green light. Yeah. There we go. Lovely. Let's play some Mario Kart DS. Alright. There we go. Just as a proof of concept to show that it works. It's still fully functional. Yeah, let's do Mario. But there are quite a few dead pixels on the screen, actually on both screens, but still playable. And it's better than what it was. It's better than what it was because at least now it has a good shell. Yeah, the items. Now it's, alright, yeah, that's enough. Proof of concept. It works, and, yeah. It goes very nicely with this one as well. Although this one has more colors than this one. But they're still both very good. And, anyways, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all next time.